igual maté la liga y al final se me dio. Pero no, de su mala vibra a mí me protegió.
Just like that, had it right on track, and I keep falling against darkness. And that's no one to light it, never run to brighten up, but you never knew I felt it.
Here are some curly hair tips coming from someone that has struggled with their hair for years. And no, my hair has not always looked like this. It used to be horrific. So the number one thing I struggled with when I was younger was definitely frizz. So I'm going to give you guys tips on that. Guys, if you're wetting down your hair and it's not dripping wet, you're not doing it right. If your hair is not 100% wet, when it dries, it's 100% going to be frizzy. My next tip is definitely doing your hair in sections, especially for people with longer hair. If you have shorter hair, I guess it doesn't really matter, but doing my hair in sections has definitely gave me more definition and less frizz. My next tips are on length. So I've never really struggled with the length of my hair, but I 100% believe it's because my mom would braid my hair every single night when I was younger, and I still braid my hair before I go to bed now. Obviously not when it's curly, usually when I have gone out of the shower or I just haven't done my curl routine. And I have made a tutorial on how I basically grew my hair, so you guys can go look at that. But anyways, if you guys have any more questions, definitely comment them and I will try to answer them. Bye guys.
Do my curly hair routine with me while I tell you how to grow waist length hair. For credentials, I'm going to show you how long my hair is. It's really long, guys. And I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve this too. First tip is to oil your hair. I use the Camille Rose Rosemary Oil. Oiling your hair just keeps the length and prevents split ends, while also strengthening your hair so that you can keep it long. This on my ends. So before every wash day, oil your scalp, massage it for about 5 minutes. It'll literally make your hair grow so long because it's stimulating the scalp. Next tip is to trim off your split ends. If you have split ends, they're just going to continue breaking up the shaft of hair and make it seem like it's not growing. Your hair could be growing, but it could just be breaking off right when it grows. And if you don't have split ends, you don't need to cut it. This one is important, but manipulate your hair less. For example, if you wash it, your wash and go, try to keep it in for as many days possible without touching it or styling it too much. Or maybe even do less slick backs because it could cause breakage and you want your hair to be able to retain its length. Next step is to deep condition your hair. Conditioning just keeps your hair really moisturized and again less subject to breakage. When it comes to growing your hair, length retention is one of the most important concepts. Since I wash my hair every 5 days I do a deep conditioning treatment. The next tip is that when you're detangling, go from the bottom up, because if I go from here, it literally is just ripping my hair out. Last tip I have for you is to do treatments like rice water or flaxseed gel. This can help boost the growth of your hair. It can help make it stronger. Keep in mind that genetics do play a big role in hair growth, but if you stay consistent with these tips, then you'll see a big difference. That's all the tips I have for you today. I hope you guys get your waist length curly hair 2025.
Cheesecake. Apple pie. Chocolate chip cookies. Brownies. Ice cream sundae.
Would you guys believe me if I told you these are my day 4 curls? I'm going to teach you guys tips and tricks on how to preserve your hair throughout the week. First, I'm going to teach you guys how to sleep with your hair. Grab yourself a satin scarf and make it into this like triangle looking shape. Flip your hair upside down and make sure the pointed end of the headscarf is pointed downwards. Bring these two ends together and cross them over. Now just tie a tight knot onto the back. I personally don't like to use a scrunchie because I find that messes with my curl pattern. Now grab a bonnet. Now here's the trick. You want to plop your curls into the bonnet. See how my curls are resting on top of my head and not on the sides? That will prevent it from getting crushed when you sleep. And yes, I know I look like Megamind right now. I recommend getting a bonnet that has drawstrings so that it's extra secure at night and doesn't fall off. And this is how I go to bed. Personally, I like to keep my hair in the bonnet throughout the day. If I'm not doing anything and I don't need my curls to be out, I keep it in the bonnet to preserve it for longer. I also wear my bonnet when changing my clothes because the friction of the clothes causes frizz and we do not want that. Follow these tips, guys, because I promise you your hair will last a lot.
Routine. Soak hair. Apply leave-in and gel. Use small sections. Define curls with Bounce Curl Brush. They're back in stock. I got mine through the link in video. Repeat for whole head and air dry. Results.
Anyone with curly hair should know that if you drench your hair with water, section your hair off into small sections, detangle your hair, use a leave-in along with a gel, coat the hair evenly, brush style with a Denman brush, scrunch with a mousse for some volume, and repeat that exact same process throughout every single section in your hair. Hover diffuse until a gel cast is formed. Diffuse until fully dried. When fully dry, use a serum to separate the curl clumps. Take out the roots for volume. You will get the most defined, voluminous curls every single time.
First, I just comb through my hair with a wide tooth comb, get all the tangles and whatnot out. Make sure your hair is all wet. And then I use my special juice. And I just put that in my palm. I put a lot of it in my hair and I just run it evenly through my hair. This basically just helps define the curls or the waves or whatever that I have, and without making it crunchy. Then I dry my hair with a microfiber cloth. Microfiber is much better for your hair than like regular towels. And then get a diffuser.
This is the longest part. It takes forever.
Just keep doing it until your hair is completely dry. Ooh, curls popping.
All right, there we have it. Okay, that's it.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
If you're still styling your curly hair for a middle part, stop. I'm going to show you how you can completely eliminate your middle part to get the top of your hair looking like this. Ditching a middle part can give you so much more volume and just elevate your entire curly look. The secret to completely ditching a middle part is all about how you style the crown of your hair. So what you're going to do is section off this part of your hair. And you're going to do that like this. Once you've separated the crown of your hair, you're going to clip it up. For the rest of the hair down here, you're just going to style using your regular routine. I have a few routines on my page if you need guidance. Once the rest of your hair is styled, you're going to move on to the crown. So first I'm just re-wetting this section. You're going to brush all of the hair forwards. You're going to take a curl defining cream and rake it through this entire section. Then you're going to start taking horizontal sections, and you're going to brush style the section forwards and then flip it back. Repeat that same process, making sure you're creating tension so that your hair curls to the root. You can see how it's creating a lot of volume because you're pulling the hair forwards and then flipping it back. Instead of letting your hair fall back to a middle part, you're going to flip it to the side and scrunch it. Scrunch it directly to the root. This is the step where I like to scrunch the gel into this entire section. Raking it in at the top like the curl cream might weigh it down, so you should just scrunch it into the section at the end. Once this is done, I like to take a mousse and scrunch it in upside down to get even more volume. The next important step is diffusing, and I would suggest diffusing upside down and cupping the diffuser to your roots. While diffusing, sometimes I like to rotate around a little clip on the top of my head to stop the middle part from coming back and give more volume. This is how it looks by the end. My middle part is completely gone, and I got a lot more volume from styling for no middle part.
I don't know what's under this bonnet, and I'm kind of scared. Very quickly, I do want to point out that TikTok is getting banned, and I might not be posting on TikTok anymore. So if you're gonna miss my content and you want to ask me questions and you still want to see what I got going on, I started a YouTube. I will do whatever is necessary to keep you happy. This is where you can find me. It's also linked in the bio, so if you're interested, click on it. I styled my hair the previous night, and I didn't diffuse it all the way, and then I went to sleep with it, and then it was in this bonnet for the entirety of the day. It's only 3, but I don't know. Here we go. I don't know what to do. We're gonna go through how I kind of deal with this and get it to a point where we're gonna like it. First of all, it's low-key kind of wet. So we're gonna go in with the diffuser. We're gonna make sure it's a little more dry, because then we're gonna start separating the curls. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're gonna go in with an oil. I feel like when I do my hair the next day, it turns out better than if I let it dry and then did my hair. We are going to go ahead and separate these curls. See, this is what I'm saying. When I go to sleep with my hair and I'm separating curls after, it's not as frizzy. I don't know what science that is. By the way, my first video is already out with an updated curl routine, and this time it's more for like volume. I'm a victim of the no middle part. I like it. I like it. I think it's better. Like, it really does give you that volume. And what I do too, I middle part it here. Literally just like this part I middle part so it can do this. Everything else is not, so it'll have that volume and give that illusion. Genius, I know. Okay. Alright, and then I kind of just shake it out. And yeah. And that's kind of exactly what I do. Hopefully I will be seeing you soon. Love you. Bye.
I wanna see you, girl. I wanna please you, girl. Go ahead and be you, girl. Can't wait to see you, girl. I haven't seen you in a while, you know I miss you, babe. When you hear this song, feel flattered, it's about your face and how I miss it, and I wish that I could see it more. But you're in college now, and I'm about to go on tour.